If you could go to like any time and place in China, what would it be?
I don't know, but maybe 90s. Because 1997, when I was born, it was where, you know, like Chinese rock musicians, they had their first concert in Hong Kong, and people in Hong Kong was blown away, and they were like, oh, there is Chinese rock. I also watched a documentary later about those musicians. Some of them don't make music anymore. They feel like their dreams are crushed. There are people who have serious mental illness.
Yeah.
No, even though they were the one who was performing in that concert. When I was like 17, 18, and 19, and 20, I was romanticizing Beijing so hard, and so was Mama. And I saw my first ever concert in Live House, Chinese term, in Beijing. Cause I was too little and I don't know the concept of like you can see concert, and then I went to Beijing and to saw like an indie artist I was like listening to, and no one gets. now she's like so popular. She's one of the most popular. Yeah, and I bought a ticket. I went to Beijing, and Mama came to Beijing and see me, and I bought a ticket for the concert, and Mama didn't, and then I just like dragged her in without a ticket because there were so many people, and we saw concert. Like we were both like romanticizing Beijing. Our plan was to move to Beijing together. Because it's so romanticized, you know? I think I still romanticize. It will never go away, you know? Because all the bands, they go to Beijing.
Yeah.
And if you want to do art, you go to Beijing. And a lot of musicians, when they go to Beijing, they don't have enough money, so they live not in Beijing. They live there's a city next to Beijing. They still have really cheap housing, so they live there. And this is very romantic. It's romanticizing. You see it as where you can go and achieve your dreams, and like. But I guess New York, people would think that about New York, but it's not the same thing. I guess it's kind of similar, but it's like people view Beijing as where you get freedom. I don't know. But it's like romanticizing Beijing, it's different because growing up, there's like not many people who romanticizing Beijing the same way I do, like me and Mama and other people who. There's a term for it.
What's the term?
Called 北漂. It means floating on the water. Beijing, 北漂. So a lot of people call themselves identify with that term. This feeling of in hardships, you feel more united. I think this is how a lot of young people in China feel like, even though like their situation is very fucked, but like they feel more together. They feel like, oh, we're the abundant ones.
你吃完了吗？
吃完了。
好。来，Fancy house。玩你。